It's back. The Premiership is back. This is my favourite competition to talk about and to watch. It is absolutely brilliant and we cannot wait for round 12. Obviously, it is Derby round, Derby weekend in the Premiership, and I cannot wait. I'm sorry, I kind of get more excited for the Premiership and the Six Nations. I mean, shoot. I'd rather England win than probably Saracens win something, but oh God, this is really, I love the Premiership and all the different teams and the players, the great players you get to see in it who are not playing at international level. So let's get straight into the first game of the Derby weekend. It is Northampton Saints at home to Leicester Tigers on the Friday night, which is later tonight. I'm filming it on a Friday. And it's going to be hugely exciting. And we have a lot of big players, and some players have come straight back from the Six Nations, as they kind of should. I do think they should, because, it's just a massive Derby game. You want to hype up these rivalries and show the importance of them. And I think contractually you should have to play in a Derby game, really. England Rugby should try and work that into their England sort of central contracted players, but there we go. Never mind that. Finn Smith is straight back in for Northampton Saints. Let me move over. This is the team for Northampton Saints. Let's go through the whole thing. Yogan, Langdon, Davison, strong front row. Curtis Langdon has been phenomenal for the last couple of seasons. Maya Vanua and Tom Lockett in at the sort of locks. There's no Alex Coles this time. He's supposed to be dropped or injured or arrested. I don't know. Josh Kemeny, Tom Pearson and Warner Augustus, the normal back row for Northampton Saints. If you guys are not huge Premiership watchers, it might be your first time watching, maybe. Henry Pollock is not usually actually a starter for Northampton. He usually rotates in with either Kemeny or Augustus, pretty much. Tom James is at 9 and Alex Mitchell has the week off, as does Tommy Freeman. So James Ram is on the wing, or Tom Seabrook probably is actually the one who comes in. Finn Smith at 10, Hutchinson and Dingwall are the centres. George Hendy at 15, very exciting backline. That still no George Furbank. He must be injured, still nursing that arm injury he got against the Bulls it might have been December now, it was ages ago. But there we go, that's the Northampton team, and let me just go to the Leicester team. A technical hand swipe on my phone. Joe Hayes straight back into the action alongside Nicky Smith, also been playing for Wales, so they're both straight back in. And in between them is the Argentine legend Julian Montoya. Cameron Henderson, who's been really good this year, and then Harry Wells continue on as the locks. Obviously no Ollie Chesham back yet. George Martin got injured in the Six Nations, so a couple of big names missing there for Leicester Tigers. Hanro Liebenberg, Tommy Raphael and Ollie Cracknell, the sort of normal back three. So Tommy Raphael, another Welshman, straight back into the Premiership. Jack Van Portfleet at 9, Andre Pollard at 10. I mean, a strong half-back pairing as per usual for Leicester Tigers. Joseph Woodward, Kata as the centres. Again, their sort of regular thing they were going for the last few games of the Premiership season before the Six Nations kicked off. And then Hassel Collins, Radwan and Stewart. Of course, Radwan making that big move from Newcastle Falcons midway through the season. And Freddie Stewart, who sort of completely dropped out of nowhere. No, he got dropped and then there's nowhere to be seen for the rest of the Six Nations after, was it 2 games? He is back for Leicester Tigers, so a hugely exciting team there. I should have already looked at subs. There's no one that noticeable. Ben Youngs. And then for the Northampton subs, they had Henry Pollock on the bench, by the way. But yeah, that's the main sort of things. Alex Cole's on the bench, sorry, for Northampton Saints. I've changed the graphic. Change it back. Northampton Saints have Alex Cole's on the bench. Sorry, I missed that. And so does Pollock. Hafar been playing pretty well for Northampton, so there we go. And then Sale Sharks have done a better job than Steve Borthwick at managing Tom Curry's time. He has got the week off, but Ben Curry, George Ford and Tom Roebuck is straight back into it. Joe Carpenter is at 15, a very good young England player. But yes, Tom Roebuck, George Ford and Ben Curry straight back into Sale action after being in action for England last week against Wales. Tom Roebuck obviously having a great game and scoring, was it 2 tries or 1 try? I can't remember. I think it was 1. Ben Curry also had an awesome game against the Welsh, so hopefully he can replicate this against Newcastle. You would say they would be heavy favourites for this one, Sale, even though, is it away or home? I can't remember. I think it's at home. So you say Sale are heavy favourites. Okay, they've got Opoku Forjour in the front row. Johnny Hill and Ben Bamber. Those are 2 massive locks to have. They look identical. Can hardly tell them apart from the TV. And yeah, the Dupree's there. One Dupree, to Dupree, Rob Dupree in the back. So yeah, a strong team for Sale, and they'll probably get a win over Newcastle. We'll go through the Newcastle lineup quickly. Yeah, you got Blameyer at hooker. He's pretty prominent. Callum Schick is at 8, so again that's captain, one of their best players. So Newcastle. Sammy Arnold's been playing quite well. I think he's coming back from injury, if I'm not correct. He was playing pretty well before. So normal sort of Newcastle players, but I think they'll struggle here. I didn't actually give a prediction to Northampton versus Leicester, so I'm going to go back to that again. And this is difficult. I think at Franklin's Gardens, with some big players still, some decent strength off the bench, I'm going to go for a Northampton Saints victory. I think it'll be within 10 points. I think it'll be close. But they're always bouncing Northampton versus Leicester games, so I cannot wait to watch this tonight. I'll probably be live for it on TikTok. I'll definitely be live on TikTok. I might try and go live on YouTube as well if you want to try being my first YouTube live watcher. But I'm going to go for a Northampton win at Franklin's Gardens. And we get into the big one. It's Saracens versus Harlequins at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I will be there tomorrow, and I cannot wait. I would be wearing my Saracen shirt right now, but it's in the wash, ready for tomorrow. So, let's get into the lineup. And we're starting a strong front row of Saracens. Aroni Maui, Jamie George, and Marco Riccioni all in the front row. Exciting. How strong is that? Hugh Tizard and Mario Toji are the locks. McFarland, Juan Martin Gonzalez, best player in the world, and Tom Willis at the 8. So Tom Willis, Itoji, George coming straight back in. Ben Earl is not on the bench, so he is getting the week off. I think Elliot Daly's playing at 15, Tobias Elliott and Shagan the wings, Lozowski and Tompkins the centres, Van Zale and Burke are the halfbacks. So a strong team for Saracens, pretty much their strongest. Andy Onyama Christie back on the bench for the first time in the Premiership since that horrible tackle injury sort of thing against Harlequins, actually in the reverse fixture. I was there at that game. I have an unreleased matchday vlog from that day from about 6 months ago, so let me know if you want to see that and I'll bother editing it into a video. But it's a bit late now. It was a great day though. Theo, other than Saracens losing, it was a great day. Theo Dan on the bench, Brantingham, Michelot, young exciting talent for Saracens. So a strong team for Saracens. But that cannot really be said for Harlequins. It can be said for Harlequins, but they don't have Marcus Smith. And they don't have Finn Baxter. Marcus Smith is living it up in Miami. He's at Miami Sharks. He doesn't post about it on his Instagram. That's a whole different thing I'm annoyed about. But there we go. Marcus Smith not playing. Again, don't like it. I don't like that. Because this is a 60,000 seater game. Play your best players. I know. It's difficult because it's down to the clubs. It's down to the players. They got a tough game against Bath coming up. They got a tough game against Leinster in the Champions Cup. So they want Marcus Smith to be available for both of those. But this is your biggest rival at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Just play him, man. I don't know. It annoys me. Anyway, we've still got a strong team for Harlequins. Wyn Jones, Jack Walker, Lamis Sossel, Launchbury, Levis, Kenningham, Evans and Dombrandt. So pretty much the same pack as usual. I think Dino Lamb got injured, so that's probably the only change you'd say. He's sometimes in there. Also Finn Baxter as well is taking a rest. So, but still a very strong pack for Harlequins. Will Porter and Jared Evans, two great halfbacks. So, it's a shame that Marcus Smith's not playing, but Jared Evans is a more than capable replacement. Waghorn and Beard are the centres. Nick David, Iskro and Halfpenny in the back three. Tyrone Green on the bench, which is a bit surprising, but there we go. I think that's the real notable stuff. I mean, I cannot wait for this game. I cannot wait. I love it. It's such a great occasion. 60,000 people. And I'll be match day vlogging it tomorrow, so watch out for that coming. Hopefully Sunday, maybe Monday, depending, because I have to watch the Gloucester Bath game on Sunday and the England women take on Italy. I'll do an England women lineup reaction coming out very soon. Check it out up there at some point later today. But yes, exciting game. I'm going to go for a Saracens win. 2 years ago, it was one of the best games you'll ever see. Well, maybe not one of the best, but a great game. Last year, it was absolutely shite. because Saracens whooped them, which I enjoyed. But I took a number of colleagues there, and it was pretty. The stadium fell flat because it was done within half an hour, so that was a shame. So in a weird way, I hope it's actually a close game and Saracens get a close win, just for the 50,000 extra people there to be entertained. But yeah, it should be exciting. I think it'd be close to sold out. It doesn't look like it'd be completely sold out. I think they also messed with the number last year, to be honest. I think it wasn't sold out last year, even though they said it was. But there we go. I'm going to go for Saracens win by like 15 points. And then the next game on the Saturday, I need to scroll. Oh, Bristol Bears taking on Exeter Chiefs, another good one. All the big players for Bristol are in it. So you got Jake Woolmore, Gabriel Ogre, and George Kloska there. Where's Max Heath? Oh, he's on the bench. Max Heath on the bench with Ellis Genge, and Harry Thacker. So that is a crazy strong front row on the bench for them to bring on. James Dunn and Joe Owen are the locks. I'm guessing Joe Batley is still out injured. Did Joe Batley? James Batley. I can't remember his first name, sorry. Santiago Grondona, Fitzharding and Mata the back three. So again, a strong back row. Harry Randall and Harry Byrne, the two Harrys at half-backs. James Williams and Van Rensburg are the centres with Ravalval, or Ravu, I don't know how to say his name. If people say it so differently each time, that's why. But he has moved out to the wing, what a fantastic player he is. But I'm not seeing him play much at wing, so that'd be interesting. He's usually at 12. Was it 13? Oh, he's at 13, isn't it? Oh, I can't remember. They switch it around all the time. Jack Bates and is the other winger, then Rich Lane at 15. So again, a strong team for Bristol Bears. Obviously, Max Malin's still out injured. He's gone for the season, and then he'll be going to Saracens. And yeah, any other notable bench players? Oh, Elizalde, he's a very exciting young Argentine back on the bench. So yeah, it would be nice to see him get a chance. And he'll be going up against his Argentine mate. No, it won't be. No, it won't be. They're not playing him. I was going to say Franco. That's going to be a lovely segue into Franco Molina starting for Exeter, but he's not. He's not. Is he on the bench? No. There's no Molina. Did he get injured in that Premiership Cup final? I don't know. So there we go. There's the Exeter lit lineup. You know, Daffy Jenkins, Trinza, a pretty good locking duo. Fisselau at 8, a good young English player. Missing a few players. I don't see Vermeulen on there. Don't see Ethan Roots. Yeah, it's a mixed team from Exeter. Obviously, Faber Bosa still injured, but Paul Brown-Bampo has been very exciting for them so far this season. Henry Slade starts at his actual position of 13 with Ben Cohen, a young English player at fly half. So a good team for Exeter, but I think away from home at Ashton Gate, it should be, I would say, a Bristol win. But Bristol being a bit out of form. They had some key injuries to McGinty and Ibitoy, so it could be close. It could be close. Exeter have been playing their regular team pretty consistently throughout the Premiership Rugby Cup. They could be fresher, but then Bristol might be more rested and trained on a few things preparing for this game. I'm going to go for a Bristol win though, by about 10 points. And then final game on the Sunday, it's the big one, Bath versus Gloucester. It's annoying it clashes with the Women's Six Nations game. They both kick off at 3 o'clock. So I'll be having one on one screen and one on the other. Absolutely. But there we go. Let's get straight into it. Benno, Obano, Tom Dunn, Thomas Dutoy. What the fuck? That is a disgracefully strong front row. And they've got Niall Annett and Francois Van Fake, Will Stewart on the bench. It's just a cheat code. Bath's squad depth is absolutely stupid. Quinn Root and Charlie Ewells are the locks, which is Ted Hill on the bench. And who's that other lock? Oh, God, it's gone out of my mind. I had it earlier in preparation for this. Oh, it's gone. They're missing another lock, I'm sure. Josh Bayliss, Guy Pepper, Alfie Barbary, the back row, sorry. They just casually got Sam Underhill on the bench if they need him. Jaco Kurtzy seems to be playing that forward-back hybrid role, whatever position he's needed. Ben Spencer and Finn Russell are the half-back pairing. Again, just stupidly strong. Redpath and Jomo are the starting centres. Will Butler's on the bench. Ollie Lawrence, of course, sadly got injured against Italy, so he's out for the season. Will Muir and McConaughey are the wings, and de Glanville at 15. Joe Cockney-Singer is out injured as well, sadly for him. And even with these injuries, they're still just so strong. So, Bath are looking very, very scary for this Premiership title. But, you know, they didn't win it last year, and they might not this year because Saracens are coming for them. But coming for them this week is Gloucester, and they have a strong team. Seb Blake is a hooker I really like. Afo Fasogban is back. He got injured. I can't remember who they was against, but he's an under-20s World Cup champion with England. He is very exciting. Freddie Clark, Freddie Thomas, the two Freddies at locks. Ludlow continuing on as the captain in the back row. Thomas Williams and, of course, Santi Carreras playing at 10. And Santi Carreras is obviously going to Bath at the end of the season. So this is going to be very interesting to watch and how he's sort of received by both sets of fans at this game. Carreras usually plays at 15, but he's playing 10 today. Anscombe is out. He is out rested, I am assuming, after playing for Wales. Seb Atkinson and Chris Harris, the centres. Wade and Llewellyn at wings. So Llewellyn's moved out from his normal position of outside centre to wing. George Barton at fullback. So there we go. That's a pretty good team for Gloucester. Any notable names on the bench? Charlie Atkinson there on the bench. Josh Hathaway, sort of Welsh youngster, on the bench. So yeah, some few good players there. It's got to be a Bristol win. I would love it if Gloucester didn't upset. Might not help Saracens in the table because Gloucester are hovering around that fourth spot. But it would be funny if Bath lost. But I think they'll win. I think they have too much power for most teams. I think Saracens are probably the only team that can really match them for pure power. Maybe Leicester Tigers as well. Or Sale. I don't know. I get sidetracked. I think Bath will win this. I think they have too much power. I think they got a lot of quality throughout the whole 23, which is scary. Yeah, I'm going to go for a Bath victory. I said that all wrong. Bath victory here at the Rec. But there we go. That rounds it up. It's been a long video. As you can see, Premiership is one of my favourite things to watch. So I've got a lot to say. But if you have managed to get this far, please do like and subscribe because we have lots more Premiership stuff coming up. I'm going to try and do actual Premiership videos about just the history of the Premiership and general top 5, top 10s and stuff. Talk all about English rugby. What else? I'll be doing matchday vlogs of the Premiership. We're going to try and do Saracens Harlequins this weekend. I'm going to try and do Saracens Leicester Tigers in 2 weeks' time. And then later on in April, obviously, Gloucester will be trying out this new away end at the Sonex. So it'll be a matchday vlog for that. So yes, lots of Premiership content will be coming up over the next 3 months. So please do subscribe if you want to see that. And as again, if you've enjoyed watching this video and got this far, please do like it. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.